in the lab.
Yes. Well, thanks, Eric.
All right.
We have a number of posters in the poster session for the coffee break, and so what we're going to do now is invite all the people presenting posters or demos or booths of demos to come down and actually give very brief blurbs about their poster presentations. So if all of you guys could just come down, and they're just going to talk just very briefly about their posters and give an overview of what they'll be presenting during the breaks and during the ICTD social later on tonight. So, and Curtis is just going to start.
All right. So my presentation of the poster is on MetaMouse, which is an extension of the multi-point thing that Kentaro was talking about. This allows multiple users of one piece of hardware, and specifically I focused on legacy educational applications so that we can have 4 kids on some leapfrog application, which of course gives you great benefits in terms of scaling out.
Hi, I'm Jeff Wishney from Invenio. We're a San Francisco-based nonprofit that focuses on ICT implementations in sub-Saharan Africa. We've got over 50 projects on the ground today, and we'll be at a booth with some of the low-power computing equipment we use and be happy to talk to you about that, how we operate in any of our projects.
Hello, my name is James McBrien, and I'm a computer programmer down in Orange County and also a computer science volunteer with the network Engineers Without Borders. So in my poster, I'll be talking about my recent trip down to rural Honduras and implementing or improving a network for an educational system. And basically the network, when I went there, had 75 computers, 8 point-to-multipoint antennas, and 1 Linksys router. It was a big problem, and I went down there for 2 weeks and increased the network to functionable, or so it could work, by 3-fold. So basically I'll be talking about my solution, and my future solution I'll be going down in January, and underlying that about how the average, Joe the computer scientist can go down to different countries and contribute to the ICT 4D world, especially through bottom-up organizations like Engineers Without Borders.
Hi, I'm Natalie Linnell from the University of Washington. I'm going to talk about work I did in an internship at Microsoft Research India, working with Digital Green, which is a video-based agricultural extension program, trying to increase interaction in the video shows.
Hi, I'm Laura Stachel. I'm a physician, and I'm in the School of Public Health. I'm doing a doctorate in public health, and I'm going to be talking about a pilot project that some of us are working on to try and lower maternal mortality in northern Nigeria. We're doing a project bringing solar electricity to hospitals with unreliable electricity systems to try and improve lighting, the use of surgical equipment, and also to establish a mobile communication system so that nurses are able to reach physicians. And this is being implemented, as I said, in northern Nigeria.
Hi, I'm Kwong. I'm a database guy, and we developed a system called Comscape, and Comscape is aimed to be a mobile framework for community health workers to capture information and visualize information and be able to converse with each other asynchronously. And it takes various pieces of technology that's been developed around here and sort of new and puts them together. And then I went to Tanzania and found out why it wouldn't work. So come to my poster and I'll tell you why it won't. And all the great things that it will work for.
Hi, I'm Heather Zornitzer from the School of Public Health. I actually have 2 posters from 2 different sets of projects. One is a multi-institutional set of projects working on ICT for health in Nicaragua and some disease research that's going on there with dengue. And the other is about a prototype website that we're hoping to work on launching in the near future that tries to put developers in touch with implementers and do some codified reviews of implementation stories. Right now focusing on health, but potentially for e-ag and e-governance down the line.
Hi,
Hi, my name is Allie Block. I am a third-year MBA and MPH student, and we are going to be presenting a project that is being conducted by fellows at the Blum Center, looking at enabling patient transport to hospital access and health clinic access in rural Uganda. And the project initially was really trying to use ICT, more specifically mobile phones, to actually come up with a solution to help enable transport. And it's actually been going on for about 2 years now. We're going to be presenting sort of how it's transitioned from an initially higher tech project to more of a lower tech project, and what some of the considerations are for when you go in country and in field to use technology solutions, and what's been going on there since then.
Well, as you can see, there's a lot going on, both here in Berkeley and at many other schools besides. Oh, and I seem to have missed one.
Sorry, I forgot. Hi, my name is Kevin. I work with the tier group on antenna arrays. And what it is like your cell phone broadcasts in all directions. An antenna array will change direction and extend the range of cell phone communication or long-range internet communication for developing countries.
And with that, we couldn't possibly have everybody give a talk, so we have all these demos that you can go see at the coffee break and during the social this evening. So we'll break for half an hour, come back around 3, and we'll reconvene for another session this afternoon. So go, mix, mingle, talk, and ask questions.